pain. Cooking soul to pain.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about how we can develop our English. I know you guys are tired of waiting and would love to know the answer. But enough stalling. The secret to developing your English is communication. You're probably asking yourself, I know what communication is, and how can that help me? Well, before I answer your question, let me tell you something. Most people take the power of communication the wrong way. They believe speaking to someone all the time is time being wasted. Well, they couldn't be more wrong. Now let me answer your question. When communicating with someone, it allows you to develop your speech patterns, pronunciation, and it fixes your confidence in speaking. Okay, let me go into more details on what I mean by speech patterns. Okay, when learning a new language, we tend to speak the language as if it were our own language back home. What I'm trying to tell you is that grammar will be lacking a lot. You may speak English, but if your grammar is not so good, the person communicating with you may not understand what you are saying at times. How can communication address this problem? Communication is one of the few ways to address this problem. Okay, when you're communicating with a person or a group of people that are masters in the language, you want to speak fluently. Over time, if you're consistent with it, you will pick up their speech patterns and your grammar will improve day by day. Simple mistakes you used to make will be a thing of the past. Now let's move on to pronunciation. Pronunciation is key to speaking English. It helps people better understand what you're saying. How does communication help develop your pronunciation? Well, I thought you never asked. By communicating with another person, you are analyzing and absorbing everything the person says. Each word is pronounced in its own way. So that means you'll have to learn to pronounce each word that you learn. The beautiful thing about communicating is that you learn pronunciation each time you talk with someone. Now, what I like to call a person who speaks English well is a master. Now, for instance, if the master says he is having a terrible day, now you didn't know how to pronounce or say terrible, but from hearing the master say it, you know how to say it now. Well, this process repeats itself each time you speak with a master. Next thing you know, you become a master. Well, I hope you're getting pumped to go out and communicate more. You'll be more excited after hearing this last pointer on communication. Lastly, we have a fear factor when it comes to speaking English. A lot of beginners share this trait. Communicating more and more develops confidence in speaking. When you're more confident, you won't be afraid to speak with someone. Fear causes you to shy away from communication, and that will cause you to never improve. But once you start to have confidence, you'll be able to speak more with no fear of making mistakes. What I need you to know is that you will make mistakes when speaking because you're a beginner. But after time, you shall be a master. But you must have confidence when speaking to accomplish that. Set fear aside and become a master. Well, I hope you can fully understand why communication is helpful in making you a better speaker. Now that you understand, go out and become the master you deserve to be.